So that means we should have enough time to do day 2, right? Let's see. What's day 2? You arrive at Easter Bunny headquarters under the cover of darkness. However, you left in such a rush that you forgot to use the bathroom. Fancy office buildings like this one usually have keypad locks on their bathrooms, so you search the front desk for the code. In order to prove security, the document says bathroom codes will no longer be written down. Instead, please memorize and follow the procedure below to access the bathrooms. Oh, so this is kind of similar here. We have up to move up, D to move down, L and R to move left and right. Each line of instruction contains one button. We start with the 5 button. Press whatever button you're at the end of each line. If the move doesn't lead to a button, ignore it. You can't hold it much longer, so you decide to figure out the code as you walk to the bathroom. You picture the keypad like this. If your instruction is this, so we go up, left, left is a 1. Then we're here, and we go right, right, down, down, down is a 9. Okay, that makes sense. Then we go left, up, right, down, left. This is 8. And then we move up 4 times, which stops at the 2, and then down 1, ending with 5. So in this example, the bathroom code is 1985. Okay. Get input 2016 to. And let's just change this to 02, just to be consistent. We do have just 5 lines of instructions, but they're probably long, right? Yeah, that's fun. Okay. This shouldn't be too bad, at least for part 1. So, day 2, day 2, day 2, day 2, day 2. (2016-02), and then it doesn't like the O here when we build, so we get rid of the O, and then we should have unsolved. Perfect. Okay, so first things first, we get the inputs, and then we parse them into instructions, but we don't really need to because they're all strings. So we could parse them into like an enum. That's what I'm thinking. But is there any reason to do that? We can actually just do a vec of vec of char and just split them, right? And then here we just say for line in ASC lib read lines input 2016 02 dot text, and then for each line we'll just say let chars equals line dot chars dot collect into a vector char and say self lines push chars. Let's see if that works. Didn't complain. It's interesting though that it's not saying that we're not reading from this thing here. Println like this. And self lines. We can just see if we read it in. Hello? Did I not save it? Argument is never used. Oh, what did I do? How did I miss this? Yeah, okay, so it just split it into the different things. And now for part 1, all we need to do is start it at keypad 5, which is, do we want to bother with whole X and Y coordinates? I guess so. And then we can just say for key in self lines. And then we can just match. This is the one advantage of having, converting it into an enum, is that we only have to do the error processing here. Here we have to do it. I bet you're going to need it for part 2 as well. No, not match key, for step in key iter. Why isn't that just a regular char? Let's find out. Match step. Up, down, left, and right. So U, D, L, and R. If we're going to go up, we have to say if x is greater than 0, x minus equals 1. If x is less than 2, x plus equals 1. Maybe part 2 is be the keypad's bigger than you think it is. If y, so we're going left, which means y has to be greater than 0 in order to subtract. And then this is if y is less than 0, y plus equals 1. And then at the end, we need to know the xy location of our keypad entry. After we've done all these steps, I guess what we can just do is println this xy. We can just see what those numbers are. Oh. What is key then? I thought it would be it's a vec of char. Removing this leading thing? Okay. Oh yeah, and then we don't have panic corrupted input file. There. So these are all the things, and this seems wrong, right? To have them all be at 0, 0. So did I do something wrong here with the y coordinate? Oh yeah, I did. This should be 2. Let's try again. There we go. Okay, so we have 2, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1. So all we need to do now is translate those into keypad values. What's the easiest way to do that? And we can just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, oops, 7, 8, 9. And we just translate that directly into keypad of, let's see, y times 3 plus x. Right, because y can get up to 2, so that's 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah. And that failed. Slice indices are of type usize. You know what, we could just make these usizes. Why not? Because it never goes negative. Okay, so the answer is 62254. So let's make that an actual answer that we can see. Let mut answer equals string from, and then we can make these characters. Oh, goes like that. And then we can just say push. Answer.push keypad of y times 3 plus x. And instead of unsolved, we just say answer. 62254? 62254. Ah, that's not the right answer. Okay. That's a shame. Yeah, so 0, 0 is this, is 1. So let's print those values out again. Print ln x and y, and see what we did wrong. So 2, 1, let's just go here. x2, y1 is 6. x1, y0 is 1. Oh, sorry, is 2. 2. 1, 1 is 5. And then 0, 1 is 4. Okay, so we're translating that correctly. So we must be coming up with these values incorrectly. And we start at the previous location each time. So it's not like we have to reset to 1, 1. So I guess what we can do is we can try it out with these instructions and see. Let my lines equals vec bang. What's the easiest way to do this? We can do this dot toString dot chars dot collect vec string char comma and it's a vec char, and then we can just say here my lines, and we can see if it comes up with the same answer. 1965. Aha! There's our bug. It should be 1985 if I remember. Yep, 1985. Okay, so what did we do wrong? Left, up, right, down, left. Let's do each step at a time. Stopping at, and we can just print it out. Println step moves to x, y. And this should tell us exactly what went wrong for 8. Okay. So we start at 0, we go up. Sorry, so we start at 5, 5, we go up to 0. Oh, wait. If we're going up, the y coordinate should go to 1. Oh, that's what I have backwards. There we go. Now it's 1985. Wow. Okay. That was too annoying of a bug. Let's comment these out and just say self lines again here and see what we get. Oh, I don't want to print out everything. $84452. Was my previous answer too low or too high? It was too low. Okay, so let's see. Yay! Okay. So that was an easy bug to fix. Can't believe I got that wrong. All right, so we can blow this away now. Actually, we might need it for part 2. So I'll leave it there. You know, as test input for part 2. We'll see. Yeah, is there any other cleanup we could do here? Yeah, if we made this an enum, then we could actually just say enum.go and then return an XY coordinate rather than splitting it out here. But it's either in this location or the other location, so we're not getting any savings yet. We might for part 2. Commit-m 2016 day 2 input. Oops, I forgot that it rebuilds. There we go. Git add source, git commit-m 2016 day 2. Oh, that was supposed to be part 1. Git edit, yeah, commit message. How do I do that again? git commit amend. Oh, this is annoying. Yep, I know. I gotta fix that. Oh, okay. Editor equals nvim. There. Let's try again. Part 1. Here, git log. There we go. Okay. So what is part 2? You finally arrive at the bathroom and go to punch in the code. Much to your bladder's dismay, the keypad is not at all like you imagined it. Instead, you are confronted with the result of hundreds of man-hours of bathroom keypad design meetings. You still start at 5 and stop when you're at the edge, but given the same instructions as above, the outcome is very different. You start at 5 and don't move at all. Up and left are both edges, ending at 5. Continuing from 5, you move right twice and down 3 times. Okay. So we still do need that input. It's just we do have a different layout now. So let's move that to part 2. And we'll test out our new logic. So this is going to be interesting because how do we figure out where we are or what's available based on the location we're at? What if we have an array that says for each position what up, down, left, and right mean in terms of ABC, in terms of the keypad? Maybe that would be the simplest solution. And what do I mean by that? So if you are, let's just do the full 5x5 thing. So 25 different locations. That movement equals vec bang. And then we can just say if we're at 0, 0, this should be invalid. Up, down, left, right is all zeros. And if we're at 0, 1, at the same thing. Oh, yeah, we can just put all these guys in. I don't know how many there are now. So this is at 0, 0. This is at 0, 1. And then at 0, 2, down adds 1 to y. So this is add to x, add to y. Oh. No, it's even worse than that, right? Because each one has an up, down, left, right has an add x and an add y. Well, maybe we can get away with this. Let's find out. Otherwise, I'll have to change everything. 0, 3 and 0, 4. So we should never get to these locations, right? And then we have 1, 0, and then 1, 1. So 1, 1 is this 2 here, and so up is nothing. Down is 1, left is nothing, and then right is 1 for x. Yeah, so these are the x coordinate deltas, and those are y coordinate deltas. So we've got to be able to figure out which is which. 1, 2, which is at this 3, which means we can go in all directions. So up, down, left, and right. And then we have 1, 3, which is this guy here. So we can't go up, we can go down, we can go left, and we can't go right. And then 1, 4. Is this the simplest way to do this? Because this is starting to get a little frustrating, isn't it? 1, 4 is all zeros. Now this next row, I'm going to put a space in here. Because then we have 5. So when we have, that's the middle row, That's the third row, and that's the last row. Okay. So for the middle row at 5, up, down doesn't work. Left doesn't work, but right does. This is a full up, down, left, and right. This is also a full up, down, left, and right. And this one's also a full up, down, left, right. And then for 9, we can't go up or down. We can go left, but we can't go right. And here it's zeros. And then up is allowed. Down is not allowed. Left is not allowed, and right is allowed. For B, we got the full, all 4 directions are allowed. For C, up is allowed. Down is not allowed. Left is allowed, and right is not allowed. And then for the last one, it's all zeros. And for here, we can only go up. Okay. Who knows if that's right? So we should be able to use these mylines things here to determine if we get this 5db3 answer. So let mod x equals, where are we starting? We're x 0, and y is going to be 2. Right, and then all we need to do is loop over the instructions the same way we did before. So for key in mylines, for step in key.iter, and this is going to be a little bit simpler because we're doing up, down, left, right. If it's u, oh, we want to grab the current position, let pos equal to, and this time it's 5 by 5. So it's y times 5 plus x instead of 3 by 3. So the position tells us for up what we can do. Y plus equals movement dot, oh no, movement of pos dot 0. And that tells us if we can move up. So these actually should be just Booleans, but that's fine. And then down is that. Left is x. And right is x plus equals, I don't know why I didn't copy and paste that, but I didn't. And everything else is panic corrupted input file. Okay. And that should just do it, right? So after we're done with that, we should be able to say println and let's just, since we're just doing it for this one, we can just print it out, the XY coordinate, and then we can look it up and see if it's close. What did I fail here? Oh, I forgot the match statement. Duh. Oh. Oh. Okay. All right. So we're going to change all these negs. We don't want our code negging us. Oops. And then I can just subtract or add. It should just work. All right. We can say up is negative movement and left is negative movement. So we don't have to worry about that part. Ooh. Subtract with overflow. That means we tried to go negative. So that means one of our things is wrong. So I just need to say where we're stepping from and where we're stepping to. Println stepping from x, y with step. And that should tell us which one is going to fail. Stepping from 1, 0 with up. So 1, 0 with up. Can I print this out? Movement pause. Oh, this is saying 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. How's that wrong? Stepping from 0, 2. Is that our starting position is 0, 2? Yeah, 0, 2 with up. And this is up, 0. So it still did that. And then left is still that. And right is still that. And it results in 0, 2, which is 5, which I think is the correct first digit. I'm just going to slide this over here. Yeah, 5. And then D is the next digit. Oh, you can't see it. Oh, well. 0, 2 with right. Up, down, left, right. Yeah, up, down, left, right. Okay. So right now is at 1, 2. And we're doing right again. That's the 7. So we're at 2, 2. And we go down. Oh. Down should have gone down. At 2, 2. All right, let's fill in the rest of these guys here. 2, 0. Here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this is 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. And 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Okay. So we're at 2, 2, and we're trying to go down. So 2, 2 is this line here. So it should, oh, but it pulled up the wrong value here. Do I have this array wrong? No, these are all 5s. And then this y here is y times 5 plus x. So we're at 2, 2. 2 times 5 is 10, 11, 12. So we're at 5, 10, 11, 12. Oh. We should be at this one here. This is 5 by 5, right? 0, 1, 2. Oh yeah, that's the right one. But 2, 2 and 2, 2 allows down in all directions, but it's coming up with the wrong value here. All right, let's find out what the position is. Movement pause equals this. Let's see what it's coming up with. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. That's all wrong. That's all wrong. Right? It should move. Right? This shouldn't be 10 anymore. What am I doing wrong? Oh, each time. I got to do that inside loop. There we go. That looks better. Okay, so now we can get rid of this print line. And then we can convert this to a character. Char of, keypad of y times 5 plus x. And we don't have keypad yet, so let's add a keypad. Equals vec bang of space, 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 space 1, space, space, and then space 2, 3, 4, and space. And then we have 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And we have space and A, B, C, and finally D. We shouldn't need these last two, but I'll put this in there just to be complete. 5DB3, correct. Okay. So now that's part 2. All we need to do is build the string, like the same way we did last time. Let mod answer equals string from that, and we just say answer.push answer. All right, 5DB3, and now we use the real data. Instead of my lines, we just do self lines, and the answer is D6 5C3, and the answer is correct. Huzzah! Okay, so that was part 2. That wasn't too bad, except the dumb bug I had in there of calculating the position incorrectly. Coming up with this mess was kind of annoying. I don't know if there's an easier way to do it, but this seems to work just fine, so let's just stick with it. The other thing I could do is just make a vec of x. This would make this easier to read, and I wouldn't have to do this calculation. Let me try that and see if it looks any better. Do that, and then this gets a bracket here, and do that. That's a bracket there. I just want to see how this formats. And then this, yeah, so that format's better. And then we can just say XY or YX. Like that. D65C3, same answer. Okay, yeah, and this looks a little bit better. Okay, let's go with that. Git status, git add source, git commit -m. Let's check with Clippy because it's going to fail if we can't. No, that works. 2016, day 2, part 2. Should we try one more day? Do we have enough time?